the thing about Belichick, the GM, is I'm just going to say it. And you guys can say, oh, you're saying this and that. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything more than this. When you put a competent team together, wherever you look, as Key pointed out yesterday, very few Hall of Famers, but competent players wherever you look who can do the thing you need them to do. And you have Tom Brady, you win a lot of Super Bowls. When you have competency wherever you look and you don't have Tom Brady, you're a good team. You're good. You're fine. You know, you might make the playoffs. You might not. You may not win in the playoffs. And maybe Bill Belichick, the GM, worked when Tom Brady was the quarterback to the tune of championships. Maybe Bill Belichick, the GM, works like a better-than-average team without
Let me
Tom
ask you
Brady
something,
there.
Max. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What constitutes it working for a general manager?
Well, as I said, if the standard is winning championships, making playoff runs, winning games in the playoffs,
Okay.
then if your team is competent everywhere, but as you point out, very few Hall of Famers, you need something special at quarterback to be more than just a, 9-win team, maybe 10 wins, maybe you make the playoffs, you're a wild card, you lose, maybe every once in a while you win a playoff game. That's a competent GM.
So
yeah.
The New England Patriots have only been a once-in-a-while win a playoff game organization?
Without Tom Brady. I'm saying without Tom Brady.
It doesn't matter with or without Tom Brady.
But Key, wait a minute. Matt Castle didn't go to the playoffs.
But that was the numbers. That had something to do with the numbers. They won 11 games.
Yeah.
That had something to do with the numbers. I don't know mathematically how they got eliminated or whatever. They did
but let's
win
say
11
they let's say they
games.
would have gone to the playoffs, and they would. The point is that wasn't a team that was going to make a playoff
run. That's not the point,
run.
though. That's not your point. Your point was that Bill Belichick essentially sucks at his general manager job because he hasn't been to the playoffs and won the playoffs since Tom Brady.
Hold on. I just said that's a competent GM. That's fine. That's above average. Like, hey, if you're competent everywhere, but if the standard is making runs in the playoffs, and you look at a team that's simply competent everywhere, no Hall of Famers, no guys who really pop, then you need a special quarterback.
You see, I think that's a fair point, but I don't think that takes
though.
away from the greatness of Bill Belichick.
But here's what I'm going to say.
It makes the goodness. It points out the
One
goodness.
of the things, your argument is flawed because Tom Brady's first 3 Super Bowls, there was no Hall of Famers on that team.
Except for Tom Brady.
But he
Tom
wasn't
Brady
Tom
was
Brady
not a Hall
of
of
old.
Tom Brady was not a Hall of Famer.
But see what you're doing?
He wasn't a Hall of Famer.
Now what you're doing is you're saying that really wasn't Tom Brady winning those Super Bowls. That's the way I felt at the time, too.
No, Max. It was
that's
the
not what I'm
system was
saying. I
different.
didn't
It
say
wasn't
that.
Tom Brady of
What
old.
I'm
He was
saying
like
is,
the GOAT now.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is there was a plan in place.
There you go.
Okay? With
coaching.
very talented players, and eventually Tom Brady grew into Tom Brady.
There you go.
But
Much
even
like
when
they're
he was,
trying to do with Mac Jones.
get it. I get it.
To grow into that. Reason I asked you this question about what is a general manager's job is because what you look at is you look at the high draft picks and you make the assessment on whether they're boom or bust, so to speak, as people like to call them. And if they're not boom, but more on the didn't pan out side, Belichick gets a negative credit for that of the high draft picks. But there's a number of guys, okay, that are not drafted high, that have gone on throughout the history of the New England Patriots and Belichick to contribute to them winning Super Bowls
I'm with you.
in the early stages as well as in the late stages.
I'm with you. What you two don't understand is you're with me because when you say now it's like the early stages with Mac Jones, that's what I'm saying. Let's see what happens. Now, going forward, can Belichick get back to not even exactly that level, but making playoff runs without Tom Brady? Because if he can't, that suggests that a lot of that was Tom Brady. A lot of it. That Belichick laid the foundation that was competent everywhere, but Brady was the guy who taken it over the top, even when he was young.
A lot of it was Michael Jordan for Phil Jackson. A lot of it was Kobe
doubt.
Bryant for Phil
But
Jackson.
no one ever doubted that.